Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. TV Nagaraju, and I will start the session directly. Python. Before going Python, first of all, you have to know what is Python, why we are knowing this language, then what are the different ways to learn the Python, where this Python is useful. First of all, you know the basic things. Once you know the things, then it is very easy to learn the Python. Okay, so follow first to 10 to 15 minutes. In the first 15 minutes, I am not discussed anything about Python. First of all, what is mean by a program? Hope my voice is audible to all the persons. It is audible and screen is also visible. Okay, okay, clear. What is program? Generally, set of instructions to do one task. Suppose I given one task to you. To complete the task, I given set of instructions. That set of instructions is called program. Okay. Once you know the program, the common thing why you are learning this Python or Java or anything to enter into software field. Yes or no? Now, before enter into the software field, you need to know the definition of software. What is a software? Without knowing this definition, no use to enter into the field. What is software? Simply the set of programs combined together to perform one activity. For example, right now everyone see the paint. So the paint is a software which consists of multiple programs. See this one here, paste. This is one program to perform paste operation. Select is one program. For example, here pencil is one program. Fill ink is one program. Eraser is one program. You got it? So the multiple programs are clubbed together to perform some action that is called software. Okay. Now, the software is divided into two categories. One is system software, second one is application software. Anywhere you are developing any software in your industry, all the softwares comes under any one of this category, either system software or application software. First, I will explain application software. What is mean by application? For example, you are going to some shopping mall, they provide some billing. For billing, they need one software that is called billing software. For example, in India, irctc.com for booking the train tickets. Suppose Redbus for booking the books tickets. Book My Show for booking the movie tickets, phone pay, etc. So the software that is developed for some specific purpose, a software that is developed for some specific purpose or specific application, such type of softwares are called application software. Suppose simply the application softwares are generally installed in your system. VLC media player, this is an application software. MS Word application software, even Paint, this is an application software. Clear? Now, okay, it is very good, sir. I am developing the application software. Even though you develop the application software, that must be run in a particular system or in a mobile. For that, we need system software. Now, what is mean by system software? The software that runs the system, simply operating system. Yes or no? Without operating system, it is not possible to run a single application in your system. Now, operate softwares are categorized into two types. One is system software and second one is application software. System software in the sense the software that are used for running the application. Application software in the sense the software that are used for some specific purpose. Okay. Right now, you know what is mean by software. Okay. Immediately, you need to know the next term. After completion of this one, I entered into Python. So the next and the most popular term in any software industry is SDLC. The meaning is software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. I think you understand the meaning. What is mean by life cycle? From the starting initiation to ending, the complete process is called life cycle. Now software development life cycle means, so the complete software development process. Okay. In that, generally the first two phase, the life cycle is divided into different phases. For example, a person life cycle, for example, birth, young age, middle age, etc. Finally last age. In the similar fashion, software also different phases. The first one is communication. What is mean by communication? I think remaining things are not required. So just to understand what is mean by communication, communication in the sense, for example, I am some client or customer. My requirement is I need this project. For example, I constructed some new theater. Suppose new multiplex theater. Assume my multiplex theater consists of six screens. Each day I will try to play 5 to 7 shows, etc., etc. These are my requirements, and I communicate with some company. I given all my requirements to the particular company. That means the communication between the client and the organization. Once the organization received all the requirements from the client, then obviously they are analyzing the requirements. That means in the simple sense, analyze. So different persons use a different name. Somebody are calling as planning. Whatever the name, the concept is whatever the requirement I gathered, based on the requirement, I am doing analysis. Analysis in the sense, for example, for these requirements, this is the language we are going to use. This much many number of requests. This is the technology that we are going. This is the budget schedule. So each and everything is analyzed, and the most important thing, based on these requirements and analyze, I design some architecture. I design some architecture. Simply, we are called as a prototype. For example, if your aim is to construct a building, generally the building is not constructed directly. First, they draw one plan, blueprint. Yes or no? Blueprint. According to the blueprint only, they start the construction. Exactly, in the software also they are design and architecture according to the requirement. After that, directly move to the next stage, implementation. That is called construction. Implementation in the sense construction. Okay, after completed, the remaining phases are testing, deployment, maintenance. These are the remaining stages. So testing means whether the software that we are developed is executed successfully or not. Deployment in the sense hand over the software to the client, and then maintenance. That means the client is new to the software. So I provide the maintenance for 1 year. If they need problems up to 1 year, not only 1 year, depending upon the requirements, if any problems, I will rectify all those problems. These are the different phases. Now, the most important thing is once the design is completed, what is your aim? You need to construct or implement the software. Now, the design is to be converted into software. There, we required one programming language. You got it? So, conversion from the design into implementation here, we are required one language. Now, here we are selecting the language. What are the different types of languages we have? So here you can select any language. So the different languages are generally not the originally they are categorized into mission level language, assembly language, and then high level language. So actually language, the programming languages are these three. Okay. Once the design is completed, the design is to be converted into implementation. Then you are selecting the programming language, mission level language, assembly language, high level language. Okay. Now move to the brief discussion of these three within 5 minutes, and then I entered into Python. What is mission? My computer is called mission. What is mission? My computer is called mission. Now, mission level language means the language. Suppose right now you are using English language. So, English is your language. For example, I am using Telugu language. Telugu is my language. Similarly, the language that is used and understandable by the computer. Yes or no? Mission level language means the language that is understandable by the computer is called mission level language. Generally, the computer understands binary language. That is, each and every instruction is in the form of zeros and ones. Each and every instruction is in the form of zeros and ones. For example, you want to add two numbers like this 2 plus 3. If you are writing this statement, computer is unable to understand. Why? Computer don't know the term 2, don't know the term plus, and don't know the term 3. Then how do you write the program? You need to write the program such that every instruction zeros and ones. For example, 1 0. So this is the representation of 2. So 1 1. This is the representation of 3. For example, 101, this is the representation of plus. Once you are writing an instruction like this, computer understand, okay, 10 is 2, 11 is 3, this is for addition, and then perform the operation. Again, the result, suppose the result is 5, the result is displayed in the binary format. Now, what is the problem? I think you understand the problem. It is very difficult for the users. Users in the sense programmers. You are the programmer. I am the programmer. It is very difficult for the programmers to write the program by using zeros and ones. Why? It is very hard to difficult. Not only hard, it is very difficult to remember this binary. But computer understand only this one. I have no alternate choice. Yes or no? That is the reason. Okay, we have some problem here. To overcome that problem, generally we are moving to assembly level language. So, in the assembly level language, what they are using, instead of using these binary instructions, they are using mnemonics. Mnemonics in the sense instructions. For example, to add 2 comma 3, they are using the instruction add. Add 2 comma 3. Now compare it to this one, user easily understand this one. Add 2 comma 3 means okay, it is used to perform addition between 2 and 3. Again, this is a very problem. Compared to mission level, it is better, but it is also very difficult. Why? Add is also not our regular usage term. Yes or no? For each and every term, multiple instructions are there. It is very difficult to remember multiple instruction set. Add, MUL, SUB, LOAD, STOR, store. Finally, to overcome the problem, we are moving into high level language. Okay, high level language in the sense the language that is understandable by the computer. The language that is understandable by the computer? No. High level language in the sense the language that is understandable by the user. Remember, understandable by the computer is mission level language, understandable by the user is high level language. Simply, right now I am writing my programs by using natural language English. This is called high level language. What is advantage? User easily remember. For example, if you want to perform addition, directly he can write the same statement 2 plus 3. Then he will perform the addition of the two numbers. Now you understand what is mission level language, assembly level language, high level language. Briefly, mission level language is the language understandable by the computer, that is in the form of binaries. But the user is unable, user in the sense the programmer is unable to understand. First point. Coming to high level, here assembly is not required. High level, the language understandable by the programmer, easy for the programmer, but a mission is unable to understand. Again, you have a problem. Mission is unable to understand. Now, my first question. Anyone ask, give the answer? My first question is, if I written a program in mission level language and if I written the same program in high level language, which one is executed fast? Anyone give the answer? If I written a program in mission level language and the same program is written in high level language, which one is executed fast? Okay. So
Hmm.
somebody asked the question, sir, your voice is not audible.
High level.
High level, yes. Very good. Any other persons? Remember to make the session as not one way, completely to make the session as interactive session. Whether the answer is right
Mission
or
level
not, no
language.
problem. Mission level language. I got one answer. Another thing, anyone?
Mission level language executes fast.
Yes, I am getting two answers, three answers. Two are mission. Yes, one more answer. Mission level language, high level language. Very good. The answer
Very good.
is mission level only. Mission level only. Why? Anyway, you know that one. For example, right now, you know only English language. For example, if I am teaching in English, then you can directly understand. Otherwise, suppose if I am teaching my subject in Telugu language, but you are unable to understand Telugu, then what happened? You need in the middle between you and me, in the middle, one translator is required. What is the purpose of translator? The translator converts my English into your Telugu or my Telugu into your English. So, wastage of time or not? Directly computer understand and execute. Okay. Now, if you are writing the program in high level language, you it is easy for you. But my question is, which one executes fast? High level in the sense the high level is to be translated to mission level language by using some translator. Even though time is wasted, but preferred high level language. The translator is compiler is one translator, interpreter. This is the regular question. Anyway, in each and every class, I will give you the question also. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? First, both the compiler and interpreter are same for converting high-level language into mission understandable mission language. Both the task is same. What is the difference between the compiler and interpreter? Simply, for your understanding, I would like to give some instructions. Assume I have total 10 instructions. For example, I have total 10 lines of speech, 10 lines of speech. Assume my speech is in English language. Now you are unable to understand English. Now I need one translator. The purpose of this translator is convert the English into Telugu language. Now observe how the translator converts two ways. The first way is First, I will complete all my 10 instructions. I complete all my 10 lines in the English, and the translator at a time, converts all the 10 lines into mission. Yes or no? That is one scenario. Another scenario is first I completed my first line, immediately translator convert into Telugu and come back. Second line convert, third line convert. Now what is the scenario? Line by line. You understand? So here the conversion is common, but the way of converting is different. So you can convert at a time or you can convert line by line. This plays very, very important role. Sir, you are teaching Python. What is this nonsense? Remember, without knowing this one, it is not possible to go to any programming, not only Python. Compulsory without knowing alphabets ABCD, it is not possible to write a word. Exactly. Internally, what happened? So we need either compiler or interpreter compulsory for any programming language. You need these two to convert. If you are using C programming language, so here C, Java, Python, all those are called high level language. Now you are getting the point. So conversion from analysis and design into implementation, there we are selecting one programming language according to the requirement. So according to the requirement, here you can select Java language, you can select C language, or you can select Python language, or you can select Mission language, you can select any language. Now, right now, you are selecting Python. Yes or no? How we entered into Python? This is the flow. Right now, I am ready to enter into Python. Now, once you written your program in Python, high level language, the computer unable to understand. Then we need translator. Python supports interpreter. Interpreter, that means the conversion is happened line by line. So how can I identify whether it is line by line or at a time? Anyway, simple thing, very simple thing. This is my instruction. Suppose I written a program of 10 lines. If you are using compiler, assume if you are using compiler, you have an error at line number 3, suppose line number 7, line number 8, assume you have an errors in the program. Even though you have errors, the compiler converts the entire 10 lines into mission. Entire 10 lines into mission. And then error is displayed. Again, go back to the program, rectify those errors. Once you rectify those errors, again the conversion is happened. But coming to interpreter, first line 1 is converted, no problem. Line 2 is converted, no problem. So whenever you are converting line 3, you are getting some error. Once an error occurred, the remaining part of the program is not converted. Save the time or not? Once an error is occurred, it stops the conversion. Directly it shows the error to you. So the remaining part of the program is not converted. That is interpreter. No problem. I will show you each and everything in practical. No problem. You will understand clearly. Okay. Now you understand compiler and interpreter. Compiler and interpreter. Okay. Ready. Enter into Python. Okay, now I am ready to enter into Python. Obviously, you have a question. Sir, we have different programming languages. Why I selected only Python? Only Python. I have many regions. Many regions. I will give the regions one by one. First, remember here I am not explaining the features of Python. Suppose if I explain the features of Python, no problem, you will by heart the future. But once we move on to the programming language, automatically you will learn, okay, this is the feature. Okay. I have many reasons for opting the Python. My first reason is compared to remaining programming languages, Python is very easy. How can you say that Python is very easy? I will give you one simple example program. My program is print a message welcome. Understand? Very simple program printing some message welcome. Now, if anybody don't know the remaining programming languages, ignore. Anyway, here you are belongs to even non-IT also. We will learn from scratch. I think you understand. Here you will learn from scratch. Even you don't know any programming language, no problem. So first coming to C programming language. How I will write this program for printing the message welcome? This is C programming language. First, you need to include the header file hash include stdio.h main method within the main printf welcome. My message is welcome. Close. This is the program. To print the message welcome, I need to write in this way in C programming language. For example, I am explaining Java also. Compare three languages, C, Java, Python. Java also. In Java, you need to write like this. Class, some sample, everything must and should be written inside the class. Class, sample, public, static, void, main, string args of system dot. Anyway, if you don't know, no problem. But just understand the complexity levels. Out dot println. Here we are typing the message welcome. Close this main method, close this class. Now clear? Coming to Python. Coming to Python, print welcome. My program is completed. By seeing this one, I no need to explain. By observing this one, you have getting some idea. See this one? This is the way to write the program in C language just for printing a message welcome. In Java, you need to write this much of code. But coming to Python, a single line is sufficient. A single line is sufficient. So this is one advantage. Now observe, easy to remember or not? Compared to remaining programming language, Python is easy to remember. Not only printing welcome message, and on an average, if you are writing a program in Java, it takes some 100 lines. Assume on average. If it takes 100 lines in Java, generally the same program is to be completed in 10 to 15 lines in Python. What is 100 lines in Java is converted into 10 to 15 lines in Python. That much variation. So that is the reason Python is easy language. If it is in easy means even any background, even you don't know any programming language, you can easily learn the Python programming language. Okay. This is my first point. Why you are selecting Python? Okay. I have many options are there. My second point is Python is dynamically typed language. Python is dynamically typed language. What is mean by this dynamically typed language? You understand? Again, I will explain the program in C, Java, and Python. Why I am explaining in the sense, if you know the previous languages, then you know the advantage of Python. I given only one thing. Now, how can you say that which one is better? If I given at least two, then you are comparing the two based on the advantages or disadvantages. You can select this is the best one. Exactly. I am using some three programming languages: C, Java, and Python. Then based on the program, you only select which one is the better. Suppose simple program addition. My program is addition of two numbers. My program is addition of two numbers. Suppose in C language you need to write like this: hash include stdio.h, hash include stdio.h. Here main method, within the main method directly I am writing int a comma b comma c. So a is equal to sum 2, b is equal to sum 3. I am not using any scanf statement. Simple example: c is equal to a plus b. Suppose I am printing the message printf, the addition is, I am typing the message addition is percentage d comma c. This is the program for addition of two numbers. Coming to Java, you need to write some class sample, public static void main, string args of. Within this one, read the variables int a is equal to 2, for example int b is equal to 3, int c is equal to a plus b, and then system dot out dot println of c, like this. Okay, coming to Python, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, print, suppose c is equal to a plus b, print c. Here you observed anything? Understand? Here the observation is, in C language, we need to declare. This statement is called declaration. The statement is called declaration. Here I am declaring. Even though you don't know any terms, ignore. Just to understand what I am saying. If you don't know the remaining programming languages, leave it. Here A, B, C are three variables. They hold the value and they hold only integer type. What is the intention? Before usage of the variable, first we are declaring these are the variables that we are going to use in your program, and these variables hold only integer values. Everything is fixed in Java and in C. C also fixed in Java. Before assignment, you need to declare. Before assignment, you need to declare. For example, if you are declaring integer, you need to assign only whole number. For example, by mistake, if I given a is equal to 2.3, the program generates an error, whether it is a C language or Java language. Before usage, first you need to declare the type. First you need to declare the type of the variable and declare what are the variable that you are going to use. But coming to Python, no need to declare any variable. Right now you want the variable, you can use a is equal to t. Suppose I want 2.3, you can assign. So directly you can use the variable without declaration, and the variable can take any type of values. Dynamically typed. Now what is the advantage? So no need to declaration. If no need of declaration means, it is a very convenient. You can take any variable according to your requirement. You can take any type of value according to your requirement. That is the second. And my last point is, actually, just for understanding, I will give you three to four reasons. Coming to C, C is a procedure-oriented programming language. If anybody knows C language, they know that term. Procedure-oriented. What is mean by procedure-oriented? Everything. If you written the main concentration is on procedures. Procedures in the sense of functions. Procedures in the sense function. Just to remember the definition. C is a completely procedure-oriented programming language. Their main agenda is concentrate on procedures, also called as functions. Coming to Java, Java is a completely object-oriented programming. Java is completely object-oriented programming, means everything is treated as an object and the mere concentration is on data. Anyway, once you enter into the Python, I will explain the differences. Right now, this is the demo. In the sense, I will give you a brief idea. C is the procedure-oriented language. They follow the procedures. Java is object-oriented programming language. They follow the objects, that is data. Now, why you are using the C and Java? Remember, generally, if you developed one thing, means they have some advantages and disadvantages. Yes or no? So once the Python procedure oriented C is developed, so they have some advantages. At the same time, they have disadvantages. To overcome the disadvantages, they are moved to Java. In Java, in the year 1995, they developed the Java with object oriented, whatever it is. Python, my aim is Python supports both procedure oriented and object oriented. Now I think you understand. For example, if you are developed some applications by using procedure oriented, generally it is not possible in Java. If you develop some application by using object oriented, it is not possible to develop by using C. But Python supports both procedure oriented and object oriented. That means we can develop any project by using Python. We can develop any project by using Python. That is, whatever the projects that are used, that are developed by using Python, sorry, by using C, that can be developed in Python. By using Java, that can be developed in Python. I think you are getting the point. Okay. So this is the requirement. Finally, one more point, applications. Applications. So applications in the sense, what are the applications? Suppose where we are using Python. Yes or no? Simple sense. Simple. Where we are using Python in the sense, my straight answer is A to Z. A to Z in the sense, simply you can use in any application. You can use in any application. Any application in the sense, take any application. For example, desktop application. Concentrate on this one. Once you understand this one, then you will know, okay, this is the advantage of Python. You will understand clearly. Desktop application. What is mean by desktop application? Desktop application means any application in the sense software, any application that is installed in your system, application that is installed in your system, such type of applications are developed by using Python, by using Python. Now, before knowing this one, remember why Python becomes more popular in the sense, because of the concept of module. What is mean by module? Simple, in Python, all the code is already predefined. 90% of the code is predefined and placed in separate modules. If you want directly, you can use the module. If you want directly, you can use the module and you can use. For example, one example, suppose in C or Java, if you want to draw a circle, my aim is to draw a circle of radius 50, approximately 50 to 100 lines of code. On the worst case, 20 lines of code is required. In C or Java, to draw a circle, some 20 lines of code is required. But coming to Python, no. You have one module. You have one module. Suppose import. Anyway, I will explain later. Import turtle, simply turtle dot circle of 50. Circle is drawn. A radius with radius 50, one circle is drawn. Now understand, within 2 lines I completed my program. Now you understand, in Python everything is predefined in module. Their turtle is called module. Now what you need to know? Just okay, this is the module available. This module is used for implementing these application, like this. Okay. So desktop applications, GUI application, GUI in the sense graphical user interface, graphical user interface. So for that we have different modules. For example, the module name is Tinker is one module. Suppose Kiwi. Kiwi is one module. So Kiwi module is used for multi-touch applications. Suppose PY side is one module. So like this many are there. So these are the modules for implementing desktop applications now. So that is Python. Second one, web application. Web application. What is mean by web application? An application that requires internet. For example, irctc.in. Without internet, it is not possible to run. Yes or no? Yes or no? I need to open the web browser. Through web browser, I enter the URL and I connect to the IRCT server. There we are performing this operation through internet. Through internet we can develop such type of IRCTC, Redbus, BookMyShow, etc. We can develop any web application by using Python. For this also predefined modules are there. Remember, any application predefined modules are there. So generally everyone listen, the most popular one is Django. Django. This is a framework. Django is a framework. The framework is used for developing web application. Developing web application. Not only Django, you have different web frameworks. For example, Pyramid. It is also one web framework. Anyway, right now the industry using Django framework, Django and Pyramid. These are the two frameworks that are used for web applications. Even Django is built already. So what is Django? It is a framework that is already existed. Simply you can develop a application within half an hour. Entire code is already written. You no need to write any code. Already entire code is written. Generally for heavy web applications, heavy. For example, for large applications, we are using Django, and we have some simple, in the sense micro. In the sense for micro applications, Flask. Think everyone listen the word. Flask is one framework, and Bottle. Bottle is one framework. These are the frameworks for using for micro applications. Like this, different modules, different frameworks are available. Different frameworks are already existed for implementing web applications. Now you understand, two types of applications are completed. Generally two applications. What is that one? Anything that is installed in your system, or anything that is executed through internet. That means almost all are covered. Almost all are covered. Now you can have another applications also, console based applications. So general categorization, anyway you can give the answer A to Z. Console application in the sense, I designed some application, but the application is run through command line. I design one application. The application runs through command line or shell. Command line or shell, that is called console application. Remember, this console application where we are using, suppose in the movies you are seeing, they are typing something, some messages through command prompt, through some shells, simply to generate computers. For example, old generation computers are to be transformed into new generated computers. So that old generation, for example, i5 is converted into i7, i7 is converted into i11. That conversion, for that conversion, we are using this console based. You understand? So the old generation computers are used for converting. Anyway, right now it is not preferable. So generally in the olden days we are using this console based application. Console based application. Anyway, finally, one more point is by using Python, you can develop a software. Yes or no? Any application, whether it is a desktop application or web application or console application, whatever it is, we are developing some softwares. Developing the software in the sense, first, what is the first definition? In the development of software, I am selecting one programming language. Whatever the programming language you selected, that is supported Java. Sorry, that is supported by Python. What is my intention? Understand the intention carefully. Suppose I selected Java programming language. So I written my entire program in Java. Even though you are selected Java, in between somewhere you need Python. So Python provides support to Java also. Generally, those are called flavors of Python. So we have C Python, Java Python, Shell Python. The meaning is you are writing the program in Java, but Python supports the Java also. Python supports C also. Like this, you can develop one programming language by using Python. And the very important thing, everyone must and should know this one. The most important thing, so that is called scientific and numeric. Without knowing this one, there is no use of Python. What is this one? Actually, once you learn Python, after learning the Python, you are selecting the field. Understand my point? So I learn Python. So you know all the basics of Python. Once you learn the Python, then I am moving into machine learning, or I am moving into artificial intelligence, or moving to IoT, or moving into some cyber security, or moving into full stack. Now you got my point? The point is first you need to learn Python. Once you understand the Python programming language, then you will select the specialization. One specialization is machine learning, one specialization is IoT, one is cyber security, one is full stack. You can do any specialization. For example, right now, about me. So I completed my Python. After that, I selected a specialization of machine learning and I do my PhD in machine learning. So you can select any domain, but the minimum thing is you need to know the basics of Python. This session helps you to move to any one of the domain. Now, scientific and numerical application. This will leads to machine learning domain. What are the different modules? The most popular modules. SciPy. SciPy is one module. Now, scikit-learn is one module. So NumPy means numerical Python is one module. Pandas for analysis of data, one module. For showing the graph, this is one module. Think once you understand these modules, you are in a position to do any machine learning project also. You can do any machine learning project also. So these are scientific numerical applications, and you have audio or video based applications. Audio video based application means, for example, VLC media player. You can do many number of things at a time. For that also, predefined modules are available. Suppose Qt Phonon, this is the module. Sir, how you know these modules? Move on to program practice, you will understand the modules. Right now I teach it many number of times, that is the reason I remembered. If you move on also, you will remember all the module. Qt Phonon is one module. For example, I think okay. PyGLET, this is one module. So for video applications only, for video applications, not only this one, 3D CAD application. I think everyone is in the CAD, computer aided design. So for a CAD applications also, I think everyone know CAD. For example, before constructing the original project, they are designing the blueprint, that is skeleton. The skeletons are designed. Those are called CAD. So for CAD applications also some modules are there. For example, the most popular is Fandango. This is the module. I think one more module. Any CAD is one module. Now understand everything different. And one last point, OpenCV, that is OpenCV. This is one module mainly used for image applications, mainly used for image applications. Now final conclusion, understand, here I explain different types of applications. Yes or no? That means by using Python, you can develop any type of application. Yes or no? Understand the point? Any type. You can take any type. I can develop video applications. I developed audio applications, image applications, machine learning, artificial intelligence, desktop application, web application, console application, graphical user interface application. I developed any type of application by using Python. Sir, I have one question. Suppose your question, I am asking your question. Sir, by using Java also I can develop all the application, but why Python? If this is your question, I have the answer. Yes, by using Java also you can develop all the applications. But the thing is, in Java, you need to write the code. You need to write the code. But coming to Python, you no need to write the code. Everything is defined in modules. See this one? Here I given the name of the modules. I given the name of the modules. Everything is already defined in the module. Your task is only, if you are doing one application, your task is you need to check where this application is available. Where this application is available. That means where, in the sense in which module the application is available. Once you know the module, simply import the module is and the program is completed. I already shown one example, circle. If you are writing C or Java, you need to write circle, take the radius and then go to animations, like step by step you need to draw. But coming to Python, already some module, turtle is there. If you have the turtle module, by using turtle module, I can write the circle. That is, I can draw the circle in one line only. One line only. That is the advantage. Every programming language do any application, but the advantage of Python is everything is predefined in modules. Simply import the module and use. Then it easy to develop an application. Easy in the sense, easy in terms of programmer, easy in terms of usage, easy in terms of execution. Easy means that is the thing. Okay, these are the applications of Python. Now based on this one, you have one idea. What is a programming language? Yes or no? Conversion from design into implementation, you are selected the programming language. There you can select any programming language. Right now I am selecting Python. Immediately your question is, sir, why you are selected Python? For that I given last explanation. Why Python? The different applications, that is the first one, I compared three programs. That is a single program by using C, Java and Python just for printing welcome message. And then I written one more program, addition of two numbers by using C, Java, Python. There I used one word, dynamically typed. That is a very popular in Python. There I am using different applications. So different applications, because of all these reasons, Python plays very crucial role in programming language. Very crucial role. Okay. Now I will give you one point. Even you don't know anything about any programming language, even you are belongs to a non-IT background, you are completely eligible for Python. If anybody have the question of this, sir, I am belongs to non-IT background. Is it possible to learn Python? 200% it is possible to learn Python. Why? Here we are going from scratch. We are going from scratch. Already you observed here I given the definition of program. I am not directly entered into Python. Like this you are moving from scratch. Even you don't know anything, no problem. We will move on. Now it is your time, and everyone remember one thing. At the time of session going, if you anybody have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and ask the doubt. No problem. Otherwise you can ping some message in the chat box. I regularly check the chat box and I will provide the solution. Okay, so right now this is your question time. If you have any questions, please ask me. Anybody having any questions, ask me. Whatever the
Do we
doubt
have
you have.
any other dynamic language except this Python?
No, right now we have only Python.
But here in Python also we have some import predefined this one, right? For circle and all you told.
Yes, yes, I got your point. Actually, that is not dynamically typed. Dynamically typed in the sense declaration only. In terms of declaration, you no need to declare. So, but the advantage is modules. If you are importing the modules, then it is very easy. Okay, anyway, this is a basic point. Once we move on to the Python, you will understand what is dynamically typed. The concept is not completed. Just for our understanding only, I given the point. If you move on, you will get the thing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So, yes, okay. I got one question. Will we learn and complete any projects throughout the course? Actually, by using this course, you will learn all the concepts. By using that concepts, you can develop the project. But remember, in our session, we are not going to deal with any project. Actually, this is the core Python, that is basic Python. But definitely, I will guarantee you, by using these concepts, you will develop the project. But here we are not doing any project. Clear? Any other else?
Um, yeah, hi. So as we discussed about the different applications like web, desktop, and all, will the Python has any module for building a mobile-based application, mobile application?
Yes, each and every application have some module. Each and every application have some modules. No problem. Every application. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yes, every application. Remember, A to Z, any application, whatever in your imagination, all that imagine applications have some modules. Simply the thing is, whenever the requirement happen, you need to check, okay, this is the module for doing this application. And I got one more question. Will Python help if I want to get into the data science and data analysis field with non-IT background? 100%, 100%. Without Python, it is not possible to move into the data scientist. Without Python, definitely I will guarantee you. So Python is a basic language for all the nest extension. Simple thing, one simple word. So you are saying some word or sentences or paragraph. Without knowing sentence, it is not possible to learn paragraph. Without knowing word, it is not possible to frame a sentence. Without knowing alphabets, it is not possible to frame a word. Simply, this Python is a alphabet. Without knowing this Python, it is not possible to move to any domain. So Python plays very crucial role. Okay, Python is compulsory for going to any other domain. And one more question: when do we meet for the class again? Every day. The class is from 7 to 8 a.m. Every day the class is from 7 to 8 a.m. morning. So daily.
So
Any other else?
do we get any material or recording for the class?
Yes. Every day after completion of the session, every day you will get this recorded video. Along with recorded video, whatever the content we discussed in this session, we will share the document also. We'll share the document also. But anyway, but for these 4 days, that is, this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For these 4 days, actually this is the demo sessions. But anyway, continuation. Anyway, that is continuation. From Monday onwards, we will finalize the batch. Once we will finalize the batch, a WhatsApp group is created with all your members. There daily we will share the recorded video along with the document. For example, for these 4 days, we will share only the recorded video, and from the next Monday onwards, we will share the content daily. For example, I think everyone visible my screen. See this one. Day one, this is some Python batch 31. Day one, day two, day three, day four. Like this, whatever the content we have, we will share all the content. Clear?
Okay, sir. Clear.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you're saying that
What kind?
teaching the core Python, so are we able to get the job with this course?
Ah, yes, by using
If we
core
want to
Python, you
enter
can.
into Python field, Python IT field, so can we enter into that? It is possible.
Exactly, it is possible as a fresher. Definitely, I'm speaking. If you learn this Python, you can enter into the software field as a fresher. But my suggestion is, once you complete the Python, that is the core Python, if you learn at least one advanced project, advanced topic in the sense like Django, then it is very beneficial to you. Generally, most of the members learn Python. So complete you have a separate scenario. For example, three persons are came for an interview. All those are learn Python. What is the advantage of you? So that is the reason. If you after completion of Python, if you learn any Django or any web framework or anything, then it is very beneficial to you. But by
If we
using
put experience
Python,
of
it is possible to enter.
3 to 5 years, the
No,
what we have to do?
no, no, no. Actually, by using this Python, generally it is not possible to 3 to 5 years of experience. Minimum only according to our concepts. Generally, it is only 2 years only. Remember, once you crossed the 3 years mark means they are giving the projects directly. Once you are doing the project, you need to learn the advanced topics also. To be frankly, by using this core
Hmm.
Python, it is not possible to cover 3 to 5 years of experience.
Okay, then after this, what we have to do if we want to enter into this field?
Enter into this field means again you have one choice. The choice is after learning Python, if you want to become a data scientist, learn the topics related to. There I am given one thing: SciPy, scikit-learn module, NumPy, Pandas. If you learn this one, it is then you will enter into the field.
Data scientist or data analyst also same or it's different?
No, no, no. Same. Data scientist, data analyst, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, all are same. The only thing is simply some variation of the modules only, but you need to learn all the modules.
Okay, this is the base for a data scientist or data analyst,
Ex-
right?
Exactly, exactly,
Do you
Mm.
cover
exactly.
that also, sir?
No, 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 sorry. So the data science is a completely separate course. Hardly the data science course
Not
takes
in this.
minimum
You
three
are
months.
covering. Not in this course. You will teach that course
It's
also. Yeah.
We will cover that course also after completion of one batch. Immediately, if any members are required, either data analysis or machine learning, we will cover that course also actually.
Yes, sir. Good enough.
But this course does not cover this one.
Yeah, that I
But
understand.
before entering into yes, thank you. Before entering into anything, this is a basic compulsory. Without knowing this one, it is not possible to enter. And okay, one student asked the question: Is the class is 7 days a week or a 5 days? Generally, the class is from Monday to Friday. If anybody requires, so we will take the class on Saturday also. Not a problem. It is not a problem if all the members after completion of a batch, we will create a WhatsApp group. If all the, for example, some 30 members join session, if 30 members are agreed, then we will take the class from Monday to Sunday. So all the 7 days. If any member is not satisfiable, means only the class is from Monday to Friday. That is in your hands only. Yes. Any
Um,
other else?
I have a question. What is the certification for the Python?
Yes, the institute provides the certificates. Certificate is a valid certificate. It is ISO certified institution. So they provide the valid certificate and it is useful for your resume also. That is compulsory. It adds on some benefits to your resume also. No problem. Why? Because that's a ISO organization.
Thank you.
And the Python and the particular institute is supported by TCS also. Yes. Any other else? So actually one person, Mr. Pawan is speaking, but your voice is not audible. Okay, I think everything is clear. Meet you on the tomorrow, the same session, same timing, 7 a.m. That is end of today's session. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts, ask me. I will stay on the line.
So after this session, we'll go for certification. Means there are any fee
Ah, yes.
offered for the certificate?
No, actually, the institute provides the certificate. Your course is completed certificate. And if you want any certification, actually in Python, you no need to do any certifications. So that
Oh,
certifications are not at all required. No problem.
same like Java.
But
If
in
you have no
yes,
concepts.
no. Actually, in Java, we have some certificates, some certified. But in Python, the certificates are not at all required.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
As per our old discussion, we are thinking like people can move to data science and machine learning
Mm.
parts, right? So we have to learn the particular model. Will Power BI also anywhere related to this or business intelligence? These are
Actually, to
anywhere
be
related to
frankly,
this?
no. Actually,
Yeah,
Power BI does not require this much of Python programming language. Power BI is simple term, just an Excel practice. Not
yeah.
simple, just not that one. Actually, general terms, Power BI is similar to analytics by using some Excel like that one. This much of code is not required. So that is just a simple tool.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And I got one more. Yes, thank you. I got one more question. Will you give any practice programs for daily practicing? Yes. After completion of the class, for example, decision making is completed. Definitely, I will give you the practice questions. Each and every, see this one. I will show you for your understanding only. I will show you. This is some another batch. For example, like this, chapter 1 to chapter 14. Anyway, I will give you the questions. See this one, exercises. How different exercises are there. After the exercises, I will give you the solutions also. See, like this. So for anything, I will give you the practice questions also. You will do the practice, no problem. So the course duration. The course duration is actually that is depends on student only. Why? Because suppose if the student is unable to understand, we will take some extra time. If student clearly understand in the sense, we will move on. So the maximum on the worst case, a maximum of 30 days or 35 days on the worst case. So that is simply the thing is depends on your aspects only. We are not exactly saying, but we will cover as early as possible, no problem. But we are not ignoring even single topic also. Whatever the syllabus you got, we will cover each and every topic in your syllabus, not a problem. If anything is missed, miss, you will ask, I will cover that one also, no problem. Think clear.
Finishing up
Everyone
this
clear?
course, if we want to do the project, can you help in that project doing?
Ah, yes, after completion of the course, right now, after completion of the course, if you are doing any project, definitely I will help you in the project. Yes, thank you very much. And one final question, is there any future in core Python? Yes. Now the future is only Python. Future is only Python. Without Python, generally you can learn the remaining languages also, but you know that one advantage of Python. Without Python, it is not possible to move any industry. But if you learn other tools, means that is another scenario. If you are learning if you want to learn some programming language, the Python is the best choice. Okay. Hope everyone I cleared all the doubts. So thank you very much. Meet you in the next session from 7 a.m. So
Thank
tomorrow
you,
7
sir.
a.m. sharp. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
Sanjay. Have a good day.